So one last, this is a failure, completely. One last shot at us trying to see if we can get any audio to come through the microphone. I really should have tested this out. Woo! We actually got audio. I don't know how, other than we chose the audio coming from the actual microphone, so excuse us if the audio is not the world's greatest, but we ran into some technical difficulties. I should have tested the audio before we went live. Let me just turn this down. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing awesome. Tonight, in case you haven't guessed already by the title, we are drawing Bela Lugosi. That is the idea that came out of the jar, our mystery jar, said mystery jar. Thank you to anybody who's tuning in. If I don't see your comment, I'm so sorry. I was trying to figure out the audio situation, which normally the audio gets picked up from the Logitech camera up there, and instead it's actually being picked up by this one, so audio may be shitty. Let me see. Oh, hey Matt. Hey, just saw your message. And to the person watching on YouTube, they were asking, "Hi, I'm just wondering, how do you go live?" So, in a nutshell, I use OBS, and OBS is a webcam software, so to speak. And then I have another piece of software. Let me see if I can figure out what it's called. Bum, 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 bum. I can never remember where I put it. I think it's called Screen. No, Light Blue is something else. Screen Link. I want to say maybe it's called Screen Link. I don't want to mess with it right now. Knowing my luck, I'm going to completely disconnect myself. But pretty much it's a other piece of software that basically is an app that I run through my iPad. If I can find it, I will definitely post it in the description down below. But pretty much I open up that software and it automatically pulls into my OBS. So that's how you can see my actual Procreate drawing. But yeah, so tonight we're drawing Bela Lugosi. This is what he looks like so far. Face is getting there. Granted, I do wonder if I really want to keep drawing digitally all my sketches for the live stream. I really like having the notebooks of drawings, and I can't do that with this, I've realized. But I think that's just like one of the drawbacks, I guess. I mean, I could always print out the drawings and insert them. But I will decide when I decide. But anyway, thank you to anybody who's tuning in. In case you are wondering how we choose what we're drawing, we put out a poll every Thursday. And this week, Mystery Jar won again. Last week Mystery Jar won, and we drew Wendy Torrance. I'm going to pull her up just for a second so you guys can see her. That's what we drew last week. In case you missed the live stream last week, you can definitely feel free to check that out here on our YouTube channel. If you're watching us through YouTube, if you're watching us through not TikTok, through Instagram, just head over to our YouTube channel if you want to check this one out. But tonight, Bela Lugosi won, so that's the one that we're doing tonight. I'm going to get into drawing the face. So if you have something that you need to get done, definitely pull out the sketchbook, pull out the to-do list, and start working on it. If you got work to do, you got a book to read, chapter to read, I don't know, some class assignment, feel free to get it done right now, or just enjoy the doodle coming together. Anyway, we're gonna turn on the tunes. I'm just glad that I figured out the audio situation that was going on and was able to answer someone's question, which was how do we go live through, how do I go live? And I do it mainly through, like I said, OBS, and I run another third-party software, which I will leave linked down in the description at some later point in time, because I don't want to try to open it up and accidentally close something. Hold on, you know what? We're gonna try. No, I don't have it open. But it's a third-party software. I will definitely leave it linked in the comments. But we're gonna get back to sketching with the pencil, and we'll probably be inking here shortly because I'm kind of happy with the shape. Granted, I'm gonna probably fix a little bit of the jaw before we get into a little bit more of the detail. We're drawing Bela Lugosi in the land of like the vampire situation. I forget what that movie is called. Dracula's something or another. Dracula's Kiss. My brain is escaping me, and I'm so sorry. Forgive me. It's been a week. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing awesome wherever the heck you guys are at. And like I said, thank you for tuning in. And we're just going to get onward to doodling. So I'm going to turn back on the music, and I guess we'll talk in a bit. Hey humans, this can go one of two ways. Thank you to anybody who's tuning in. We had a little bit of a rough start with getting things situated on the screen, but we got audio, which is a good thing. Thank you to the 5 super awesome humans that liked this live stream so far on YouTube. I appreciate you so much, more than words can express. If you aren't already, definitely feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching and you're on the fence. We go live every Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's been a while since we've live streamed, but there's plenty of backlog on our Go Live playlist that we have. Anyway, I'm rambling. So tonight, the choice from our mystery jar was Bela Lugosi. So that's who we're attempting to actually draw tonight. So far, I like where it's headed. Granted, some of the features are a little bit distorted in my perspective. I don't normally sketch directly onto the iPad, and I thought, you know what, we had such awesome luck with Wendy Torrance last week that I thought, you know what, screw it, let's do this again. But I like what he looks like so far. I think I might get into like inking him because I'm starting to go a little bit heavy-handed with the pencil. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but let me see if there's any comments. I'm glad I finally caught you on one of your live streams. Yes, hey Matt. Yeah, I saw you on Instagram. I guess you're on YouTube now. But hey, yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. I think we're getting there, but I guess I'm gonna start probably inking him and then figuring out the features that I don't like. Granted, I'm still on the fence, guys. The idea of just like drawing directly onto my iPad. I'm normally used to doing it like live in a sketchbook, and I'm kind of like bummed out at the idea of of not having a book full of drawings. So that's a debate I'm having with myself. But if you have any questions, definitely feel free to ask in the comments. And if I don't see them right away, I will definitely try to answer them later on. I wanted to watch on my laptop. No, I getcha. But yeah, so I think what I'm going to start doing is I think I'm going to start inking it. So I'm going to turn back on the music and then figure out the features I don't like. And kind of go from there. But I appreciate anybody tuning in, and if you want to suggest something for a future live stream, definitely go to our bio. You'll see a link that says suggest what we draw next, and that's totally a thing. This drawing actually came from Tango from Ghost Hunters, so I can't wait to tag him in it and be like, hey dude, I actually drew your suggestion. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for me talking. I'm rambling. So I'm going to turn back on the music and get to inking, and hopefully the eyes do what I want them to do. That's always one of those like debates whenever I draw something live, is sometimes it turns out, sometimes it doesn't. And hey, I think that's the beauty of drawing, is just trying something and then seeing if it works or if it doesn't work. So I may totally ruin this once I start inking it, and hey, that's fine. But we're gonna, fingers crossed, go from there. So I'm gonna turn back on the music and go from there. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. I think I'm gonna call it for the night. I'm starting to feel myself going a little bit, heavy-handed. And I just know I'm gonna go a little too dark and forget it. It's gonna go into no man's land. But I like the way it looks. I definitely probably want to go a little bit darker in the hair. But I like the way the eyes look. The eyes came out exactly how I wanted them to. And I'm really enjoying that. Thank you to anybody who tuned in tonight. We really appreciate it. It's just been a while since we've live streamed, so it's been really cool to see how many people actually tune in and actually enjoy watching us draw live. I really like how Bela Lugosi came out. This suggestion came through our mystery jar. In case you don't know, we go live every Saturday, and we either choose something on the poll. Looks excellent. Thank you, Matt. I like how he turned out. I'm afraid of going a little bit more heavy-handed, so I'm gonna quit for tonight. But in case you guys want to contribute an idea for next time, this is the mystery jar where this doodle came from. This suggestion actually came from Tango from Ghost Hunters when I was at what was it? Not crap. I can't think of not Nightmare Weekend Miami. No, Spookalla. When I was at Spookalla, I believe, he actually passed by our booth, and he actually suggested we draw Bela Lugosi and another drawing. So tonight we drew Bela Lugosi, and he came out freaking awesome. I really enjoy how he came out. I might add a little bit more gray to him, but I'm going to leave him as is. I'm one of those where I have to leave the drawing and then come revisit it again to see what's wrong with it per se. But I love the way the eyes look. Definitely what I imagined in my head. Might add a little bit more shading to it, but I'm gonna leave it as is tonight. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you got something done tonight. And yeah, so if you want to contribute an idea, definitely link in the bio. You can suggest a drawing that we draw next. We contribute it to the jar and we see what gets picked. But yeah, if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, definitely feel free. We greatly appreciate every subscription. So if you really enjoyed watching us draw live, we intend on releasing another Friday and Chill video this upcoming Friday, where we talk horror and we draw our own version of those horror covers or book covers, if that's your thing. And if this is your first live stream that you're tuning in of mine, my name's Alethea. I go by the artist name Ink Eater. If you like drawings, conversations, I guess, about horror, music, or taking the imagined and turning it into the real, then definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if not, no worries. And until next time, stay awesome. And thank you for tuning in. Bye.